Alright, I'll just show you my settings I used back in the day, 1999 to 2003, when I was using the Explorer XS. At the moment, it's got the Pro coil on the end of it, because it's just a better coil. It's lighter in weight. And normally, you find that the original coil that came with these is totally US, so it's quite a lot of coils you can use with this detector. They all fit on the Quattro, the Safari, the Tracker, and the Explorer XS, the Explorer 2, the Explorer SE. So you can interchange, but I like an 11-inch coil, so the Pro coil is about as good as it gets. Otherwise, I was using the Detector SEF 12x10 coil. That's about the same. Right, on-off button. I always use it on digital mode. You've got other options as well, but that just gave me a number coming up on the screen, target ID, which was fine. It matched the tone I was getting. So high tones were high conductivity items and low conductivity items, as it is nowadays with the more modern detectors. I normally put the sensitivity on 26 or above. It's a different animal when it's over 25, 26. It just becomes a different detector. But if you can't get it that high because you're on dodgy ground, then you just use it as high as you possibly can. But for purpose for test, I'll be using it on 28. Right, that's iron mask. A lot of people used to use this fully open. When you're fully open, you take the discrimination level to the left, and that is just everything comes in. I could never understand what was happening with that half the time. The idea was to watch the little cursor like you've got in the top left-hand corner now and to see where it landed. But no, it didn't do it for me. So I put quite a bit of discrimination on it and took it to -9, which I found was very good on discrimination. So, but say there's a lot of different ways of using this, so it's each to his own, really. So you got the digital screen like I used, or you got the learn to teach it to actually pick up one particular target on dodgy ground with that, and also the edit, which eliminates different bits, like a notch if you like. Then you've got the smart screen, which is the crosshairs whizzing around it, but I can never see any point in that personally, so we use it digital. Threshold, just so I can hear it coming in the background now. Menu. Audio volume I would have on maximum, and the gain on 9, which just amplifies for deeper signals. Tone I would leave alone. And the limits. Sound constant, conductive and ferrous. I use it on conductive. The ferrous and constant did something different, but I never got into that. I was quite happy with how it was. They don't tend to play around with these things too much. If I've got it set up as I like it, I just leave it, as long as I'm getting maximum performance. What else have we got? Settings. Which is just saving your own settings. Save just saves the actual discrimination pattern. Options. So we've got I'm on advanced because it gives you a few more options within the menu. Noise is just for noise cancel. Response, normal, audio 1, 2, and 3. Audio 1, 2, and 3 just give a long drawn out signal that and you haven't a clue where the actual target is, in my opinion anyway. Recovery, got an option of fast and deep. You can deselect both of them, or I just use it on deep. Because I was on fast the other time, so I needed the depth. Whether it made much difference or not, who knows. And that's about it, I think, on all that. Can't remember anything else I used to do. No, I think that about covers it all. Right, we'll see how it performs on my test bed. Right, we'll start with a very low conductive target. Gold chain, 20 inches long, rolled up into a ball, 1 inch down. I'm not surprised at that, because MINELAB don't like gold chains particularly. Gold chain, 5 inches long, 1 inch deep. Fine silver earring, 1 inch. It's just comes in the coke range, and being as MINELABs don't do coke, it just knocks the jewellery out as well, I'm afraid. Small Roman bronze, 3 inches. Low tone there. Comes in quite low, actually. That was in the sort of target ID. It's a sort of a 5. Small pewter button, 4 inches. It's even lower. Same again, 6 inches. I know that doesn't sound much like a signal, but on these, if it makes a low tone in any way, shape or form, then there's something down there. Coke, which it shouldn't get, of course. Nope. Right, onto the galena at 6 inches. Not really, no. Well, for pallet, 4 inches, 177. Yeah, low tone just coming in, but there's something down there. Low conductive and deep. That's a 5 inch 177 pallet. Thin copper ring, 8 inches. Same again, really. 10 inch deep, large copper ring. Right, on to the discrimination and separation. Iron cord, 2 pence. Again, it won't pick that up. I've got discrimination on this. I've got the iron mask on -9. If you wanted to pick that up, you'd have to use it completely open, and then it'd drive you completely bananas. Although a lot of people did. Crown bottle top. Bit better. 2 coins, low and high conductivity, 8 inches deep, 1 inch apart. I can tell 2 tones somewhere, the target ID isn't actually telling me it's 2 coins. Same again, only 3 inches. Ring pull and 20 pence. 10. Next up, a 3 inch deep, low and high conductive coin and a staple in between. Doesn't see the staple. Right, onto low conductive coins. 5 pence, 4 inches deep. 5 inches. 6 inches. 7 inches. 8 inches. 9 inches. 10. No, I'd see what it's ground noise, I think. That's 11 inches, doesn't get that. Quarter, 2 inches. 4 inches. 5 inches. No, just threshold's just nulling, telling me there's something down there, but he doesn't know what it is. Right, 5 pence on edge, 4 inches. Lengthways. 5 pence on edge, 5 inches. 6 inches. 7. That's as far as it goes. We haven't got an 8. Right, next. Conductive coins. George said of penny, 6 inches. 7 inches. 8. Should have started at the 9, really. 9. 10. 11. 12. Nope. Right. George and Amy on edge, 6 inches. 7 inches. 8 inches. 'Right, I haven't got a 9-inch one. Right, cartwheel penny, 8 inches. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 'Yep. Cartwheel penny on edge, 7 inches. It's just the lengthways it wasn't very happy about. Same again, only 8 inches. 9 inches. 'Right, gets out. Haven't got a 10-inch one, so we'll go to the artifacts. Large musket ball, 4 inches. Gonna get that easy. 7. Small bottle, 6. Small bottle, 8. Fibula, 3. Fibula, 5. Alright, we'll go through the order to get artifacts. Work backwards. Also on this bottle, 15 inches. No problem with that one. Large musket ball, 10 inches. Fibula, 7 inches. Large lead weight, 14 inches. Thimble, 12 inches. Teaspoon, 13 inches. She's got that low tone coming in, even if it's one way, that is always a signal. Small bottle, 10 inches. Right, onto the silver coins. Victorian threepenny bit. Silver, 6 inches. Sixpence, 7 inches. Shilling, 8 inches. Edward penny, medieval, 6 inches. 1563 silver threepenny bit, hammered, 8 inches. silver threepenny bit, 8 inches. Sixpence, 9 inches. Shilling, 10 inches. I don't know why, but all the detectors that get this always get it to one side, but I don't know why. Florin, 12 inches. Half crown, 14 inches. Right on the edge of its ability there. Couponical crown, 13 inches. Right, iron signal. Doing very well, this is actually, considering it's 26 years old. Horseshoe, 6 inches. Get that? Large iron bottle, 6 inches. 20 pence, 8 inches with 3 nails sitting on top of it. 20 pence, 8 inches, 3 nails, 4 inches above. Right, we'll get that. Knife blade, 2 inches with 2 copper rivets sticking out of it. That's completely clanking it out at the moment. No, not picking the rivets out. Large nail, 6 inches deep, 20 pence sitting directly on top of it. Got that one. Did brilliant on iron discrimination, these things are. Halfpenny, 6 inches, Coke, 1 inch. Let's just get him at halfpenny now, because it won't even see the Coke. Every other detector I've tried doesn't get the halfpenny there, it gets it there. This is getting exactly where the halfpenny's buried, which is directly under the Coke. Penknife. Horseshoe, 2 inches, 20 pence, 6 inches. No, just knock him a horseshoe out. 20 pence, 2 inches, horseshoe, 6 inches. To get it, he would have had to slow right down. I mean, if you're walking across the field at this pace, you're never going to get it. 6 halfpennies in a stack, 11 inches down. 100 mixed coins in a pot 20 inches deep. 6 halfpennies in a row on edge 2 inches deep. It also sees that as iron or whatever. Gets it the other way quite easily. Very good. These were a great detector when they came out, a real game changer. All my fields became totally undetected again as soon as I got one of these. I was pulling things out at ridiculous depths. Those around me couldn't actually get. They were fairly expensive at the time, I suppose. They were selling at $8.99, and I think the S version that came out was selling at about $7.99, which had a few features missing off it. Problems I can remember with these was the cam lock housing underneath the control box used to crack. I think they were recalled and replaced at one stage, although a lot of people didn't bother sending them back, so you had to be very wary when you bought one that it hadn't got a cracked cam lock. Also, the bottom stem was a bit wobbly, and in the Explorer 2 that was replaced with the carbon fibre stem. Although it says $19.99 on the screen when you switch it on, the first ones I can see for sale in the magazines was in March 2000. I presume they were produced in 1999 and didn't make the UK until March the following year. I can't remember for the life of me when I bought mine anyway. But the detector itself holds up quite well in terms of performance. It's not far behind the more modern ones, really. In fact, it's better than a lot of the more modern ones. They're worth a punt if you can get one at the right money. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you next week, which I think will be featuring the Fisher CZ6A. Catch you then. Bye now.